The performance controls over here allow for a great deal of manipulation of the feel. Now here's the little arrangement I did up last video, and I've redone the drums and bass, and they've got a kind of swing shuffle feel to them. Here's what they sound like alone. Now same chord progression, same trigger notes. Here's what the guitar sounds like as is. I'll just solo it. So it's straight and it's not going to work well together. We have the swing slider that adds some offset to every second, eighth, or 16th. That'll add a swing feel. So as I dial this up, we'll hear more of that shuffle feel, and the rhythms generated from these style phrases will now swing and lock in better with the drum and bass groove. I think a low amount, about a third of the way up the slider, works nicely. Now we also have a feel slider which allows us to alter the feel of the guitar and have it push or pull and play ahead or behind the beat. So notice, I'll play the same thing now. As I move the slider to the right, it's going to be slightly behind the beat and give more of a laid back feel. So it's sitting on the back of the beat, and with that swing shuffly feel, I think it suits this style nicely. Now if I move it in the opposite direction, it's going to push and be a bit ahead of the beat and give a little bit more sort of an urgent feel, a little bit less relaxed and a little bit more on top feel that you'll see changes the vibe of the whole thing. So it still has the shuffle, but it's a little ahead of the beat, and it makes it kind of less relaxed for this particular style. I think it works better this way. Now let's just go back to the center, and we can also change the playback speed. We've been working at normal speed, but we can double up the rhythms or halve them. So let's try it with double the rhythms, and we're going to have to increase the swing amount to have them fit with the shuffle feel. Now, it's not necessarily the rhythms I would choose to put with a groove like that, but you can see how doubled up the divisions are such that they do fit. And if there's too little, it won't quite lock in. A little too straight. And we can go halftime, and in this case, the swing will have less of an influence because the rhythms are so slow. But in all cases, they're musical. It's a style and aesthetic choice that we need to make. As I say, I wouldn't choose the double speed, but they all technically work. So those are the performance controls. And the latch we've looked at, this will allow us to press some keys here on our controller and not necessarily keep them held down. And then when we either step on the sustain pedal or press that, it'll take it out of latch mode. And we can right-click and MIDI learn it if we want a MIDI control button or switch to turn latch mode on and off on our controller. So that's the performance section, and I'll see you for more in the next video.